Let's make some delicious smoked shrimp. These were super easy to make. All right, first the shrimp. They've already been deveined and cleaned. I'll just leave the tail just for presentation purposes. So I'm gonna be using garlic paste. That's gonna be my binder for the seasoning. After that, we're gonna season it up. You're gonna find all this in the comment section, but it's pretty much paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, parsley. So mix it all in, and some New Mexico chili powder. If you don't have that, you can always just use regular chili powder. So once you combine everything, everything is really nicely all mixed together. Now we're gonna grab a carbon steel pan, and we're gonna start laying the shrimp right in there, and we're gonna lay it down in one single rows like that. So put them all together, just like so. You can put them. I used to do them like in a kind of like a spinal thing, spinal, all the way around. A spiral, I mean, but not anymore. I just do them like this, single layer, because when the butter melts in, then they're all gonna get it. It's not gonna be just the bottom, not the top shrimp. So this is my second time making these. These were like so delicious. So just like that, just keep on going all the way. If you have a bigger, pan, you could do them. You could even do it on a stainless steel pan if you like. You don't have to use this one. But this one, a carbon steel, is pretty much a cast iron and a stainless steel, to what I understand. They're combined or fused or something. So just like so. From here, we're gonna grab around, I wanna say, a stick and a half of butter. And then we're just gonna lay that all on the very top of these shrimp. And we're gonna be smoking these over cherry wood or cherry pellets. I'm gonna be using the Nexgrill Oak pellet smoker for this. So just put your butter right all over the top. You're not gonna cover these, and these smoke pretty quickly. You wanna smoke these at 250 degrees for about 30 minutes. I pulled them off when the internal temperature reached 140. And the way I can tell is with the instant read thermometer. And these were jumbo shrimp. So just let them smoke 15 minutes. This is how this is looking like. Right around the 30-minute mark, they're pretty much done. Pull them off. We're just gonna garnish with a little parsley and hit them with some lemon juice. So these came out absolutely fantastic. Go ahead and give them a go. Let's make a mushroom Swiss steak sandwich. This was absolutely delicious, really easy to make. All right, first let's start off by prepping our mushrooms. Gonna slice them just like that, not too thick, not too thin. If you like texture in the sandwich, a little thicker. Now, shallot, slice that up as well, about the same size. We're gonna saute everything together. Garlic as well. Gonna remove all the outer skin. Slice those up also. Now this is a bone-in ribeye. I'm gonna be cutting it just like that. This is to get a better crust on the skillet. Of course, you can always put some weights on it, it'll be better. Little avocado oil as a binder. Fresh cracked pepper and some smoked salt to season. You want to season everything, all edges, including the fat, just like that. So when you make those score marks, not too deep, just like really just the surface, just like that. Now the carbon steel pan, nice and hot. Little avocado oil first. We're gonna be searing the fat cap just like that. I'm gonna pull it off when it reaches an internal temperature of 117 degrees. But this one did get away from me because on a hot skillet, the surface of the steak is hotter. So I kept flipping every 2 minutes and I did end up pulling it off at 122. Now we're gonna be adding some garlic and butter. Now we're gonna start basting it just like that. Adds a ton of flavor. I did remove the garlic so they don't burn on me, and then I added them back in on top of the steak as I basted the other side. But look how nice that crust is. Smells incredible. Now I'm gonna pull it off, let it rest. Now we're gonna saute those onions, well, shallots and mushrooms. Just like that. I did add the garlics back in. Smoked salt and pepper to season that up. Now let's slice up the steak. Remove that bone and the spinalis, and we're gonna slice it into the ribeye. Just like that. See, it's still nice and pink, pretty juicy. So it wasn't horrible. Still really flavorful. Swiss cheese goes down on a sourdough bread. Close it up. Now we're gonna cook that on its own. I did add a little bit of butter. Keep flipping every minute till the cheese melts on medium heat. Pull it off. That was really hot. And then let's load it up with that steak and those sauteed mushrooms and onions. But this came out absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna give it a go. Let's make some delicious barbacoa tacos. These were so delicious. You can find the full recipe on my website. I'm gonna place it in the comments. Chuck roast, I'm gonna cut it in half. Traditionally, is beef cheek, but this works as well. The ingredients from birria, they're a lot different in my opinion. You'll find that out when you see the ingredients on my website. So season it up. I'm using salt, pepper, garlic, and a little paprika. All right, now the smoker, they go in at 275 degrees. We're gonna place them in there. You wanna let them go until the outside of the color develops really well. And the seasoning sticks to the meat where if you scratch it, it doesn't go on your finger. All right, close up the smoker, let them go. So this is how they're looking like. Really nice color. Seasoning look like it's stuck to the meat now. Let them go for a little longer. Let's make that sauce. You're gonna find all the ingredients right on my website, but it's cumin, onion, oregano, chipotle and adobo sauce, red wine vinegar, no, it's apple cider vinegar, a ton of garlic, blend it all up until smooth. Now we're gonna place the chuck roast right in that foil pan, and we're gonna sauce it up with that delicious sauce that we just made. We're gonna braise these 2 to 3 hours, or until you uncover it and you run your fork through it and it's like fall apart tender. So once you do this, we're gonna throw in some bay leaves as well. Extra aromatics, really good flavor. All right, once we're done braising it, this is how they're looking like. Really good. Smells incredible. Now we're gonna remove the juice. This is gonna make it a lot easier to shred the meat. So you wanna save all those juices, shred it all up. Just like that. Really nice smoke ring. Really tender. So we're gonna assemble these into tacos. You know, what you wanna do is dip that tortilla right in that juice. Put it in your skillet. Add cheese. I really like using Chihuahua melting cheese. You can get that at Costco. And add your meat. And we're gonna garnish with cilantro and onion, and then we're gonna dip it in that delicious sauce. But these came out absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna give them a go.